Alright gang, welcome back to our Frugal Millionaire Challenge on Mazo. You join me, it is now September, day 1. Still in the process of picking up straw. I did the rest of the big field over there, and I pretty much did this whole field as you can see here. I'm just cleaning this up, but we still have that field over there that we need to pick straw up on, and I believe there's a field over here as well that we need to do straw pick up on, so we've got a lot of straw work still to do that will turn into silage bales, obviously, but still a lot of that to pick up. We got a lot of cultivation to go. I already have the worker drilling that field right there, as you can see. So we got that going for us. We've got to fertilize the fields that we drilled in the last episode for the second application, and that field right over there, the middle field over there, is ready to harvest. 24. A lot to do once again here in September. So I won't do a whole lot of this straw pickup and silage bales on camera today. I'm not going to do a whole lot of that, but we'll do like a little bit here at the beginning. The rest of it I'll do off camera. Just like I said, I like to show you guys everything I'm doing instead of just kind of doing it all off camera and then be like, I did this, this, and this. I like to at least show you that I'm actually doing it. So we'll do a little bit of this, and then we'll probably get the harvester out, bring the harvester over here, get the harvester going with a worker. And then we got to get the fertilizer out and get that going too. Now I am going to, admittedly, I really didn't double check to make sure that somebody else has done it. I'm almost positive though that they have. And you may have already replied and said that to me and gave me the answer already. But I'm doing this video the day after with a previous one, I guess. It's been about 3 days since you've seen a video on this, but for me, I did this, the one before this, the previous day. So I clearly have not watched read any of the comments or anything like that, so I don't know. But regardless, I'm going to allow the auto load trailer at this point in the series, this far along. I think it's fine. I mean, we really aren't doing a whole lot unrealistic things. The wood chips, I mean, that's really the most unrealistic thing we're actively doing right now. And we've done this all by hand, right? We've already done it by hand. You saw me do it. So I think we're okay. I think we'll bend that rule slightly and allow an auto load trailer at this point in the series just to help speed things up for us, because doing it by hand takes a long time, and we've got a lot going on right now. So hopefully you're all okay and on board with that. Hopefully it's not too big of a deal if you're not. But yeah, it's raining. It's going to rain for the next 3 or 4 hours, I think. So we're not really going to be able to harvest this field until that rain is done. So that's the reason why we're doing the bales now. That's the reason why we got the guy drilling over there. And then we're going to buy a auto load trailer here in a few minutes and come around and pick up all these bales. Now, some of them are going to be ready to sell today. I don't know if we will end up selling them today or not, but some of them will be ready to sell today. I've talked about selling them so we can make some money, but I mean, I don't know if we will though. We might wait still. I kind of want to sell some of them, and I probably will at the end of the episode more than likely. It won't be right now, probably towards the end of the episode, but either way, we have to get these bales picked up off the actual fields themselves so we can cultivate them. And, you know, we can actually get something in the ground there. We can put salt. We can put wheat and barley. I don't know where I was going to salt. We can put wheat and barley in the ground right now. But that's it. Nothing else can be put in the ground at current. Now, we do have a day 2 in September. If we want to utilize it, we probably will. We may end up saving that harvest till day 2. It just depends on when this rain stops, right? If the rain stops earlier than what the forecast is saying, we can harvest it today. But if not, we'll have to wait. But we've done a lot of harvesting in the last few episodes. We've also done a lot of baling in the last few episodes, and a lot of drilling in the last few episodes. So it'll be nice to be able to go around and pick up all these bales and try to better align them. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to sell our loading, our bale loader to help fund the auto load trailer that we get. Now, the auto load trailer we get is probably not going to be, it's probably not going to be a big trailer. It's probably going to be a medium to small size trailer. I don't really think we can afford the big ones. The big auto load trailers are going to be about the amount of money we currently have, and I don't want to spend really any of that money if at all possible. I'd rather just spend what we make off the loading trailer, the bale loader that we have currently, utilize that to fund this autoload trailer. At least that's where I'm at currently. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. At home, it actually rained last night, all night long, so I didn't get a whole big, massive storm. Tornado possibilities were occurring as well. Some of the counties near me had tornado warnings. I don't think any tornado, at least that I'm aware of at this time, I don't think any tornadoes actually landed, but I think there were funnels occurring up in the sky, which is the reason for the warning, right? Now, we certainly don't get tornadoes, well, not normally, knock on wood at least. We don't normally get tornadoes like some of you in the South, Oklahoma area, Texas area, Kansas. Like, we don't get the tornadoes like you guys get very often. But we do get tornadoes from time to time. Well, every 10 to 15, 20 years, something like that, we'll normally get a pretty big tornado. Well, for us, like an F3 and F4 maybe. But most of the time when we get tornadoes, they're F1s or F2s. Which, I'm not disregarding the power that an F1 and F2 tornado has, but it's not anywhere near what some people deal with, I guess is what I'm trying to get at normally. It has happened before. Xenia, Ohio, I think this was like in the late 80s, maybe the 90s. It had a F4, I think, that went through and did some major damage. So I've pretty much almost done this field now. I said I was just going to stop doing this field, but I've pretty much almost got this field all done now, so I might as well just go ahead and finish it up. And then the other field that we still have to bale, the bigger field over there that we created behind our main yard, right? That big field over there, I can do all of that mostly off camera. I'll probably end the episode over there maybe. Who knows? I need to get all the straw up in this episode, or if we do a September Day 2, which I suspect we will, or that episode. And the reason why I'm saying I need to get them all up is because this is the last chance we have to put anything in the ground. If you look at the calendar, we can put wheat and barley in September and only September, and we can't do anything else. Well, February, I guess we can do cotton, but we can't do anything else that we currently have until March. So this is it, gang. This is it. I mean, we can put grass and oilseed radish in, but otherwise we can't put anything else in, which is the reason why I'm saying this is... September's a big month, so we got to get all of this up off the ground. We got to get that field harvested, get everything off the ground on that field, get them all cultivated, and then get something in the ground. Now, I don't necessarily have to cultivate them. I understand that, but I'm doing it to save us some money. Even though in the long run it may not end up saving us money, but eventually we're probably going to get a sprayer. We don't have one currently. That's the reason why we're cultivating all these fields. Yeah. Now, what we might end up doing here, as a matter of fact, I think I'm probably going to do it, is if we look at the map here, well, of the bird's eye view. I'm not even going to go to the map. I'll do a bird's eye view. So, we have this field, we have this field, and we have this field, right? Eventually, I want to buy this field, too. I'm thinking about combining these three fields and making one field. I know I already drilled this field, but, I mean, we can just, drill these as well, but we can combine them. I think I'm going to do that. It'll be a pretty big field, yes, but I think I'm going to. I could change my mind. I always, I think things through, and then I change my mind sometimes. Even during the same episodes, I sometimes change my mind from what I think about in the beginning of the episode versus when things start to come to fruition. So I could change my mind, but I'm kind of pushing towards that thought of combining these three fields. If nothing else, at least combining two of them. That field that's got crop to harvest and that one over there that we just drilled, maybe combine those two, and then I can use this one and this one, combine those two together. Maybe I do that instead. We'll see. I'll think about it. Alright, this field is all picked up. The straw's all gone. So we only have one more field left to pick the straw up off of. So that's a good thing. So let's fold this up. We'll take it back over here. And we'll look at getting an auto-load trailer now. And I'll take the other bale loader and go sell that, and let's get all that sorted out. We got to fertilize this field a second time. We have to fertilize the other field over there a second time. We got to fertilize that one over there a second time. There's a lot to do. This is why I'm saying there's going to be 2 episodes in September. There's a lot to do. A lot. A lot. And I probably need to get some water to our grapes and olives. I suspect they're starting to run a little low. I'm not sure why I'm going this way, but we are. I guess we're taking the scenic route, I guess, over to my other field. We're going to leave this over here for right now because we're going to be baling that soon. If not this episode, the next. Let's head over and get our loading bale loader. I keep calling it the loading wagon, the bale loader. Let's go sell that, and then let's see if we can find an auto load trailer to pick up these bales. All right, we're back up here. Let's take care of this. I should have repaired it back where we were at, but it's only $10, so it's not that bad. But we'll repaint it too. We get $13,487 out of it. Okay, we're up to 40,000. I'm not going to repair this one or anything like that. There's really no reason to. We probably will touch up the gas on it. I need to get some other. I need to bring the other equipment down here and get some gas for them, or we put a gas pump or some sort on our farm. Maybe we do that. Perhaps we go that route. All right, so let's do that, and then let's see if we can find. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. 17,251. We really don't want to spend the money on that though right now, honestly, do we? We really don't. Yeah, I don't really need that either. It'd be nice, but I don't really need that either. Yeah, I don't really need any of that. Anyway, let's carry on here and find a auto load trailer, flatbed trailer of some sort for an auto load. What do I want? All right, we're back. We've utilized a very similar trailer. It might even be the same one before, but we're going to use it again. We know for a fact this one works, so we're going to go with it. And it was a little pricey. I think it was like $18,000, something like that. But that's about the amount, slightly more than what we actually got for selling the other bale loader. So we're going to go with it. Now, we're going to pick up all these bales, and then we're going to set a worker on doing some cultivation work. And then we're going to get the harvester, bring it over here. Probably won't be done raining by then. It might be, but probably not. And we're going to, then at that point, while we wait on the rain to finish, we'll get the fertilizer spreader out, and we'll get some fertilizer put down on all of the fields that we drilled in the last episode. That's kind of the approach we're going to. I guess I can take the beacons off now. That's kind of the approach we're going to take until the rain stops. Now, I think this worker here didn't actually fully complete the drill of this field. Yeah, there's still a little section there, so we're going to have to do that, which is fine. We can do it. Not a big deal. But regardless, it's something we will have to do, so we'll take care of it. So we'll head over here to the other big field and get the bales up off of that one. And if this is not full, we'll kind of drop it off right over here with all of this straw patches over here, the straw pass here, because we're going to turn these into bales too, so we can just utilize this one and pick up those. So, and I was correct, by the way, in my statement in the last episode. It still thinks that it's another. You can see it in there. You can see the lines in there. It still thinks it's root crop, so it didn't remove it. So this field is now going to be a big issue, which to me means we're probably going to end up getting rid of it. I had the original idea to keep it as a field, but I mean, I'm going to have to spend a bunch of money now to fix it. I'm going to have to put down actual meadow grass. The little trick that Farmer Mike taught us to be able to really get the full yield out of that field. That sucks. That really sucks. So yeah, we may not end up doing what I originally had said about getting rid of the house and the pond over there. We may just keep it at this point because now we've got all that land. So, man, that sucks. That really sucks. Damn. Oh, only allowed one bale size. Oh, that's that small one we did the very beginning. That's right. Okay, well, I'll have to deal with that one myself, I guess. Let's go take these over to our little, our bale shed, as we're calling it now, and let's go drop these off. Because these are not ready. These are all still in the process of being turned into silage, so let's go drop these off, and, yeah. We'll have to come back and get that one single bale, because it's a different size, and then go from there. Alright, I realigned these two. I got these three, because these are the same size as that one over there. And so we can put these off to the sides. That way we know for a fact that these are different sizes. And hopefully we can make sure we know when we're trying to pick them up that these are ones that we're going to have to make another separate trip for. As soon as we pick this one up, I'm going to start the worker on cultivating this field. Get this one going. That way we can get something in the ground here today. Put that back on transport mode. We'll just stop it there for right now. Jump on Dolt's Far. Well, start the engine first of all. We're going to have to service everything, get gas for most of the stuff. We got to get a lot of stuff done here. So we're going to do, like we typically do here, but it's going to be kind of a modified version. We're going to do a headland pass right here, just on the end. Just to make it easier for them to turn around, hopefully. I'm not going to even worry about that one down there. I know they're not going to go the whole way. We'll have to clean that up ourselves, and that's fine. We can do that. It's not a big deal. Alright, workers going. Good deal. Let's go take these back. I'll drop them off in our little shed, and then we'll get going with the rest of our objectives here. Let's finish touching up this one real quick here. Then we can start carrying this one, or carrying it, driving it over to our big field that's actively being cultivated. We will not start the worker drilling that field yet. That field needs to have a little more cultivation work done first before we do that, but we can at least get it over there and get it prepped and set and ready to go. So if we look at the radar here, well, I say the radar, the weather. It says 10. It's 9:30. So we probably have 30 minutes to an hour and a half left probably of rain before we're really going to be able to harvest. So we're going to definitely jump straight into doing the fertilizing, get that done. Shouldn't take us long to do all the fertilizing, honestly. Should be pretty quick. We'll let this sit right about there. Should be sufficient. Let's jump into the other Dolt's Far and get our fertilizer spreader. We might need some fertilizer in this. I would suspect we do, actually. As a matter of fact, I need to move all those straw bales too. I need to do that. I keep forgetting about those original straw bales. They've been there since the beginning. There's 49% in there, but we might as well go ahead and fill it up. Oh, while we're here, let me look at the back window. Remember I was talking about this back window before? It does drop. Okay, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. Remember it was way up here? And I was talking about, I wonder if it drops down or if it's just just an image that's put back there whenever there are wood chips there. It actually drops. So that's kind of cool to see that. It's stupid. It doesn't really make it, nobody cares. Like, it really doesn't make a difference, but it's still cool. So I think what we'll do now here, gang, is we'll throw a bit of a time lapse in here. Let's get these fields fertilized. It really won't take long with this fertilizer spreader. It's such a wide spreader. I probably don't even need to start down here. I probably could do the whole thing in one fell swoop, but that's all right. We'll do 2 passes, I guess. But we'll put a time lapse in. We'll get all these fields spread with fertilizer and be back with you after that. Alright, this is pretty much done here, gang. There's a few small little touch-ups I needed to do, but for the most part, I hit it all pretty good. Yeah, we're good. We're good there. So, nothing else to worry about at current in that situation. So we can go ahead and put this away. I'm actually going to move this from where it has been stored at and put it into our newer shed over here. I think it makes more sense over here. Yeah, I'm really disappointed in that, man. I'm really, really disappointed in that. Oh well. What are you gonna do? There, works for me. Go ahead and pop this over here, park it in our little outdoor parking spot for all of our tractors here. And we'll see how the other worker got along with getting the field cultivated. Not perfectly, clearly. That tree, once again, causing issues, that stupid tree. Well, we can at least get this started, I suppose. Do we want to do wheat or barley in here? Let's do barley on this one. I don't think we've done barley in this field yet. This for a minute. There we go. Nice. Alright, we're on our way. I'll just let the worker keep doing what he's doing over there. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. We're going to have to touch it up. But, you know, if he gets most of it done, that's good enough. I can do the rest from there. About to hit 10 o'clock, still pouring down rain. What can you do? I believe we're going to put a small gas pump in at the farm here, gang. I've kind of thought it over for a little bit, and it is a far drive for us to get gas. So I think we're going to put one in. I just don't know exactly where I want to put it yet. Because most of our equipment, almost every bit of it actually, as a matter of fact, all needs, almost all of it needs gas. Almost all of our pieces of equipment need gas. Okay. We're going to have to just take over for this worker at this point, I think. So let's just do it. Let's just take over for him, because he's missing bits here and there, and on the ends and stuff, and we need that to be done if we're going to actually put a worker on most of this, right? So if I can get around the edges here, so I can do a headland pass, and then I can put that on a worker, we should be fine at that point. But I just got to get that done first, and then we'll be good to go. Whoops. Jumped the gun on that one. There we go. There we go. Alright. So let me get around the headland up here, all the way down to there, and that way we can at least get a worker going. Okay, stop. I did not say put a worker on it. Hasn't rained for a while, actually, on this series, so it's good that we got some rain. Probably needed it. Definitely going to need it for everything that we just planted. That's definitely going to be helpful. Getting that germination to be strong. But yeah. We're doing all right here, gang. We're doing all right. We're making a lot of progress. Like I said, we've got a lot of crop in here to sell when it comes time to do so. You can see 57,000, 28, 12, and 10, which, like I said, we probably should move some of that canola oil. I think I said that in the last episode. I probably should move some of the canola oil over into our oil production. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that today as well. That's another thing we have to do today. I'm probably going to move all the canola over into that. It should probably get through all of it. We've got so much canola in the ground Well, I say so much canola. It's really not a ton of canola, but it's a decent amount of fields that are canola. So we should get a lot out of that when it comes time to harvest that, right? Now, this is the series, I've talked about this in my other series, that I'm a little concerned and a little nervous with being able to get some of them done. This is the series that's going to kind of hold up the ability to do another series, right? It would probably be after this series, more than likely. I did just recently make the decision to shorten the rest of the campaign playthrough maps, and so instead of aiming for 15, we're going to do a little less. Probably 12-ish, 13. So, I mean, it's not a ton less, but that's still, you know, 1 or 2 more episodes that I can file in. I'm very concerned with Ohio Richland's Broke to Billionaire Challenge one. Getting to $1 billion is a lot. We don't have a lot of time. It may seem like it, but we don't. So I'm a little concerned with that one. Probably the most out of all of them. That's the one I'm concerned with the most. So, you know, if we drop down the campaign playthroughs a little bit, and if this one ends up being done here within the next month or so, I think we'll be in a little bit better shape, but it really just depends on this one, right? This is one of the ones that matters, so we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so let's get back into here. Drop this down, get that in the ground. We might have to fill this back up, and by might, I'm almost positive we're going to have to, looking at how much is in here, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So let me get up here to the end, go around the headland up there, and then we'll start the worker going back this way, and then we can finish the rest of the cultivation. And then we can move the worker over to another field to do some cultivation on, because really we want to get all those fields, you know, drilled within the next 2 episodes. We really can't leave any field without something in it. We have to have something in all of our fields by the end of September. Day 1 and day 2 of September. Have to. No room for error there. We have to have that done. If we don't have that, we have failed, and we are going to lose a lot of money. We could turn one into grass, sure. But I don't want to. We've got a big enough grass field as it is. We don't need another grass field. That's my opinion, at least. Oh boy. Now we're stuck. There we go. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Alright, workers going on that. Let's get back into this. Let's get this underway. This won't take long at all. We'll get this done quickly. And then maybe the rain will be done. I doubt it, but maybe. Just maybe. All right, we got a lot done there, gang. The rain has stopped as well, as you can see. But I think we're going to save the harvesting for day 2 of September. We're actually getting a lot more done now than I was expecting. We still have the rest of that field over there to pick up all the straw off of. We've got to cultivate it and then drill it. We've got to drill all the other little fields that we have, or we're actively in the process, I should say, of cultivating. We did cultivate one of them already. So we got some things still to accomplish here, and we could do it all in maybe probably one episode, honestly, but I think I'm going to split it into 2. This one's getting up there, and we're not done yet today, so. Now we also have the grass we can mow. It'll probably be saved for the next episode as well, even if we have time to do it in the next episode, I should say. I don't even know if we'll have time or not, but at least initially, that's my thought on it. Because we're actually getting stuff done a lot faster than I anticipated. Now the episode it's not too crazy long, but it's getting about to be where I normally would like to, get close to finishing it up. So, all things considered, I feel like we got a lot accomplished today. We got all the fields that we drilled in the last episode in August, all fertilized. So, they should be, we'll take a look at the map here after we do a quick save here, but they should be in pretty good shape. I don't think they need anything. This one will have to wait. Evidently, I didn't do a second fertilization on the grass that we put in, so that was a mistake on my part, but we can fix that once we harvest it. This one's good. We just drilled this one. Yeah, these are all good. The weeds here, we're going to get rid of those, clearly. That's the weeds from the major issue we're dealing with that field. So yeah, everything looks good. Everything that we currently have looks good. So I think what we'll end up doing here is drilling this field and then saving the rest for the next episode. You just make sure that this worker's still doing what I want him to do. He is. Good. Good. Always get really concerned with the workers whenever they're doing the drilling. Sometimes they just, well, anything really, they just kind of start going into other fields. Especially with these small, skinny little field barriers, right? These little grass field barriers they have on these fields. It's easy for a worker to carry over into another field. Like all the major issues we deal with in Ohio Ridgelands, right? We deal with that a lot in Ohio Ridgelands, so. I think this one's probably just easier if we actually just drill it ourselves, because the cars and everything will get in the way, and this one is not. When you're utilizing the John Deere Gator for this, which we have been doing, whenever it's a worker, they have to take a super wide turn. So, all things considered, I think it's probably smarter for us just to do this one ourselves. Now, when we get back around here, I'm going to look. I think, if... Actually, I've never tested this, but I think this is how it works. If you take a contract and you have 2 days in the month, I think you have both days to do the contract. I don't think I have to necessarily... Just because I accept the contract today doesn't necessarily mean I have to do it today. As long as I get it done before the month ends, I think it counts. I think. Could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. But I do want to look at the contracts out there. I want to see if there's anything out there for us. I'd love for there to be something out there for us to grab, because it's been a while since we've done a contract. We can drive around a little bit more of the map. It's been a while since we drove around the map. We can try to find a collectible. The last time we did a collectible, or found a collectible, was probably 15 episodes ago. It might be less than that, but it's around that. It's a long time ago. We haven't found that many collectibles. I said at the beginning, I'm really not going out of my way to find collectibles, but since we haven't found one in so while, I'd like to do a contract and drive around and see if we find anything new. Because for the most part, our entire operation here has all been, you know, sectioned or secluded here to just our little farm that we started with, right? It's all very near it. We don't really have a whole lot of fields that are far away. Now, one we do have that we bought recently that we haven't done anything with, which we're going to do in the next episode, is this field up here, right? Field 3. So we've got that field still to take care of as well. So that's why I'm saying after we drill this field, we'll probably do the rest of it in the next episode. But first, before we move on, we're going to take a look at the contracts. If there's a quick fertilization contract, we might do it today. Just knock it out of the way. I love doing the fertilizing contracts because it doesn't take me any time at all to do them. And you normally get a decent amount of money for it. And it shows us more of the map too, right? Which I like. I like seeing more of the map, so. Let me flip around here and we'll look. Oh, easy there, Walter. Easy, Walter. Easy, buddy. Alright, we'll put on a worker for a brief moment here while I look. Cultivating and harvesting, that's kind of what I expected. I expected it was just going to be harvesting right now, so yeah. I mean, we could do this one. That would take an eternity probably. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 235. So we probably won't do that today. I mean, a lot of this contract stuff is going to be we're going to be waiting until the winter months like we normally do. 235's got to be down here. 233, 234. Where did 235 go? The numbers on this map make absolutely no sense to me either. They're all over the place. Like here's 200, 201, and then you've got 230s here, but then there's 94, 125, and I don't know where 235 is. I'm not going to sit here and spend a bunch of time looking for it because we're not going to do it anyway. But you get what I mean. It was probably a really big contract. Whereas it took a long time probably to do it. That's why they're giving you $8 grand for it. Plus the little bonus you get. But, you know, we'd take a little bit less because we would have to lease all of that stuff. And that's the thing, right? I can lease one thing. That was the rule I put into my implemented. I probably should have just leased the auto bale trailer, the auto loading bale trailer. I swear I probably should have did today, but I didn't do it. But I probably should have. But oh well. In hindsight, that's definitely what I should have did. So I'm not going to put this away. I'm going to leave this here because, like I said, we're going to be utilizing this immediately in the next episode. I need to take over for this. I need to finish that because they did not do it fully. But the winter months are coming. That's when all the money is made. That's when we'll make money off wood chips. We'll be able to sell all of our crop. That's really where I think we're going to make some massive progress. We'll hopefully be able to pay the loan off fully, and then it's just a matter of saving and collecting money. Just this little section here, and we're done, gang. So with that, I will leave the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you're new. It's free. It helps me out a ton. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or ideas, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you on those. Check my other channels out, gang, if you haven't done so already. I do a lot of cool stuff on my other channel specifically. I'm working on, I've been talking about it for a number of months, but I haven't done anything with it. But I'm working on a third channel that's just like a travel channel and you know, whenever I go on work trips, which I do often. You guys know that I travel for work, or just vacation, right? The couple vacations I might take a year. Normally it's just one, but sometimes I'll do like a one-off weekend vacation somewhere nearby. Any of that, I'm going to try to start, you know, mini vlogging it, I guess, a little bit, trying to record it for posterity's sake. I don't know, just for future reference for myself, and maybe some people will be interested in it. But I'm rambling a little bit, but yeah, check those channels out. My other channel, I do other games on my other channel. It's just not farming games. It's mostly playthroughs of campaigns, stories, and you know, a little bit of some challenges in regard to Dynasty Warriors and other games that I can do some challenges on, like some GoldenEye stuff and, you know, things like that. I'm going to throw up probably some Dead Rising challenges soon, too, because there's the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster coming out, which looks really good. I love Dead Rising, and I haven't played it in a long time, so need to get back in the groove for that, get prepared for that. But yeah, so a lot of things coming, a lot of things in store, and a lot of things for you to check out on both channels. So we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode.